Hi. Hello. Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome. So today I am live with Emily, who is the CEO of the BDSM Coaches. And we've got our little bear friend
Do
here.
we have a name for this?
My sister, Alvin. Alvin
The sub.
That's
what's
Alvin.
going on.
Yeah.
Alvin, he's not saying much, but we'll talk for him.
Yeah. He consented to that.
Yes, he did. Yes. We know him really well. We've done our vetting and our negotiating.
So today we're going to talk about BDSM secrets, kinky secrets, dominatrix secrets, because we both work in this industry and have worked in this industry. So
it sounds so formal, like we work in the industry. But we're kinksters, and we are also educators and coaches. And so we're going to give you the insight. I think that's what we're doing. We're going to give you some insight. We're just going to have a chat about some of our kinky thoughts, our kinky tips.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of dom sub. A lot of what I coach around is dom sub dynamic.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, you were saying that you actually had a really cool recent mommy.
Okay. So, I mean, just for context, I am a switch, which means I can be dominant or submissive. I'm primarily submissive, but when I do dom, it is as a mommy dom. I'm so glad I got to say that on YouTube. Mommy dom. Yay. I'm a mommy dom. So
she is a really good mommy. I feel like sometimes when I'm in your energy, you just dom me with your energy.
I'm just mommy.
Yeah,
I'm very nurturing.
Remember when my sub came to your house? We should tell that story.
Well, I didn't know if you wanted to go there, but if you
actually, we can't go into too many details because I haven't asked him.
Right.
Yeah.
But just keep it general, what I'd say. So, okay.
Go tell your story. Okay. We're getting excited.
Because I want to talk to you about because when you say dominatrix, I don't personally identify with the dominatrix moniker, mostly because I'm a mommy dom, right? So, and a lot of what I do is through influence. It's not necessarily the threat of, physical impact play or actual impact play. It's usually the threat of something physical. But a lot of it's psychological. And so recently, as we were just talking about, as a switch, typically I have a rule that if I'm engaging with a new partner or an established dynamic, I don't like to switch midstream. Meaning when we're in DS and this person is a new person that I'm talking to, and I'll keep it very general, said it was a straight up dom. He's a dom, right? So straight up dom. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm being, the way we're texting is always DS. I call him daddy, he calls me baby girl. Okay, fine. And then he had something emotional happen to him recently. And all of a sudden I get a text saying, I actually could engage in your mommy kink right now. And I was like, oh, I'm always honored that someone would share that with me, but I could tell it was just sort of, he knew about it, but it was in the back of his mind. And I think he shifted into maybe that would be something he would be attracted to. So I just thought it was funny because he switched on me a little.
Yeah. But it sounds like you're kind of excited about it.
Yeah, of course. I'm always honored when someone does that, but see, we had only negotiated the DS with him as a dom. So I know all about him as a dom. And now I have to ask, we ask this guy, what kind of sub are you? What do you like? What attracts you about a mommy dom kind of a thing? You got to ask those questions.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Make sure that it's compatible, consensual, all the good stuff. Yeah.
And the thing with you is, and you're dom, and I want you to tell the story, but I just remember that particular story. To me, I was talking to you about how to set limits as a dom, in real life, not in a dungeon, but texting limits, right?
Yeah.
It's a lot of energy to give out, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We should definitely go into that.
But tell me what happened.
One time, so I can't get into too many specifics because I haven't asked it just came to me now of this story because I'm seeing you here. Mm-hmm. So one time, I'm nomadic. I live a nomadic life. Mm-hmm. So I was dating. Well, he was a lover. We weren't really dating, but we didn't have a place to have sex basically. And so then Emily, being the incredible friend, you were just I think I didn't even ask for the place. I was just on the phone with her, just being man, I'm bummed. I don't think we're gonna be able to make this work, me and this guy, and we just want to,
my
and then
social duty. Like, you need a space. Like, okay.
And she was like, just use my home. Like, it's fine, whatever.
That's awesome.
So we coordinate. You were going to like a pride parade, like a queer event downtown.
Mm-hmm.
And then so we had the afternoon in your apartment. And yeah, so you're like my fairy god sex mother in a sense. So anyway, so I have sexy time with this guy, very fun. He's more submissive for sure. And then as we're leaving, it was like the perfect timing, because as we were leaving, Emily was just coming back. So we got to cross paths.
I was walking. Yeah, that's right.
And so that I introduced him to you and everything, and he could just feel her energy. And then remember, as we were leaving, he was like, "Thanks, mommy," like for the apartment. And you were like, "Oh, I gotcha."
Right,
you remember? You just exuded.
Yes,
It was so, and I think he had been in subby energy with me too. So he had been taken there, and then it was so
like we're
good.
slipping into
Yeah, it was so
thanking
good.
mommy is always a good idea.
It is a good idea. It is a good idea.
What is your top like hot BDSM tip if you had?
Whispering in ears. That's that can really change the energy, because you're right. So much of kink is energy. And especially like if you're trying to get into dominant energy, I find that like getting to a whisper, hovering like over, like maybe you have your sub or your bottom like sit, and you hover over them and you like whisper in their ear, but trying to find some like way to, that's so funny. Welcome back to live. My current lover is calling me.
Oh, yeah. See, you're exuding that. Like, yeah. Oh, it's magnetic.
I know. So
that's awesome.
Call you back later, boo. What am I saying? Like a whisper.
Yes,
a whisper can go. And also if you're trying to get into subby energy, like that can also really be like,
right. And it could be, that's a good one. So it could be menacing and invokes arousal, scary arousal. So it could be a whisper it could be like complimentary, like good slut, good boy, good girl, whatever.
I love being a good and a bad girl. Like, both of them are so good.
Yes. Yeah, I love that. Yeah. The lowering that volume and using it intentionally, it's a good one. So when I teach about and in my experience, I think an overlooked tool, because we have all these like fun implements as a horsehair whip, and which is right. We're teasing you because we're not using these today, but we're showing them to you. Anyway, is to use a mirror. Okay, so talking to your submissive in the mirror, right?
Oh my God, that just gave me the chills. Someone did that. I like had a flashback of someone doing that to me once, and it was so. And I was peeing when he did it.
Oh.
It was really hot. Like we were in a hotel. Do you want me to tell the story really quick?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I don't even know we're going to go to tip play.
He had got us like this gorgeous hotel suite, like just for me, because as I deserve.
How have I've not heard this story?
Oh my gosh, it's so fun. But it was, in this beautiful hotel suite, and we went there. We had a whole scene, whips, everything gorgeous. And then at one point, like we were resting after all the play and sex, and I needed to use the restroom, and so I went. And like I'd already been naked and everything with this guy. He had seen everything. I had seen everything. So I didn't mind leaving the door a little ajar while I peed. Like it didn't bother me. It actually kind of turned me on, because I feel like it kind of turned him on. But then I noticed that the way I'd left the door ajar, there was this mirror a huge mirror on the door. And so I left it ajar, and I'm peeing, and then I look up in the mirror before me, and it's just ajar enough to where I can see him on the bed, and he's just eyeing me. Like he's just like, I'm going to get you. Yeah. Like it was, so you said that, and I literally had like a come to Jesus visceral kink.
That's a good one.
Oh, but yeah, you're so right. That using the mirror. Ooh, girl.
It's psychological. Yeah. So like you can position that. It could be after a scene. Like you could, he might have like totally messed you up, right? Yeah. And so it's evidence of what just happened. So a lot of times, when I talk about debriefing after a scene, it's reveling in the experience again. So it reinforces how awesome it just was, and everybody's on the same page, and we could do it again or add more stuff, right? So it's looking at the sub and making them look at themselves and commenting on that. Like this is what a good boy looks like.
Oh my God, girl, you're giving
Is that too
Ooh,
intense? Or
no, no,
okay.
I'm
Should I pull it back?
titillated in all the right way. That was great.
Okay. Yeah, well, your story was
Yeah.
that would be hot. I would have the same thing too. Yeah, that unexpected thing of like you were being watched. You know, I'm super primal, so any kind of like, now I mean this in a yummy consensual way, but predatory prey in the sense of someone's really focusing on you in a primal way is really yummy.
Yeah.
So I would have loved that. It would have scared the crap out of me at first because like, yeah, I typically, you know, I like my privacy during that moment, right? Typically, yes. So.
Well, I love it. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for inviting me. This is fun. I learned some new things too. I learned some new stories from you. So
I know,
awesome.
right? And we're actually very close. We know a lot about each other. So I love that.
That's a good one. You're holding out on me. I need some more of these.
I feel like I forgot. I just, you know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So do we get enough like little tidbits of tips?
I think so. I think you guys got some great tips. And if you want to see Emily again, please comment, let us know. And let us know too in the comments, like, what do you want to learn about? What do you want to see next? I know people really want to learn how to use a flogger. Yeah. So we're happy to come back and show you.
Right. And if you're in LA, you can learn in person. I'm teaching a workshop next Friday, the April 25th, and in Los Angeles. It's going to be really fun. So
where can people find out about that?
Well, just you want to go to the BDSMcoaches.com, get on our email list. I'm going to be blasting out some more emails, and I'll be posting on Instagram at the Dom Sub Coaches,
which is all linked in the description of this video. And when people join your newsletter, don't they get an incredible BDSM checklist, right? Like
I've got
tell them about it.
Yeah. So when you join, there's a place where you can get a free checklist, and it's a one sheet, and it's a great way for you to be able to talk to your partner or just assess like what your kinks are. You get that for free. And then once you get on my email list, then I also have a more extended kink test that takes about 15 minutes, and it's online, and you can actually collate your kinks and rank them, and then invite partners to see your results too. So that's fun too.
That's so cool.
A little more advanced.
And you get access to her kinky TED Talks.
Oh yes. I do about like 1 or 2 a month, and they're really fun.
Yeah.
We got some fun ones coming up. I might do spring cleaning your sex life next.
Ooh, oh, I love that. That's
feng shui your sex drawer.
Yeah, absolutely. So, okay, amazing.
Thank you so much for having
me.
You're the sweetest. I love you.
I love you. Well, thank you all for watching. And I'll be back here next Wednesday. So tune in. What am I talking about? I was thinking about it the other day. Oh, my first time using a strap-on. So next week, next Wednesday, 12 o'clock, I'm going to be going live again, and I'm going to be sharing my first experience using a strap-on. And I'm going to bring as many toys as I can, but I might have to like censor some stuff because, the algorithm gods, it is what it is. But yeah, tune in for that story because it's a really fun one, and it was so empowering.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I bet. I want to hear about it too. I love it.
Thank you for being here, and thank you all for watching.
Oh my.